how is it going? I hope that you are all okay. So I've got 30 minutes and then I'm doing a Q&A live on Facebook. I've done somebody's having a set of 4 development sessions with me, so I've done that today. So she's on number 2 of 4. So we've had some actually incredible conversations. And then I did a Vedic astrology. I did her Vedic astrology chart afterwards. So that's been the day today. I've been getting some tattoos done, so there's also been that process. But I also felt then called and compelled to make a YouTube video because it's been a little while. I'm not always sure on what the content is going to be and what wants to come out in the space. But, you show up and you sit and sneeze, maybe. To work out maybe what wants to come forward within the space. Training, seeing as it's workshop. Wednesday. I think it's so important to have training. I think that, like anything, you can have an artistic eye, you can have a musical ear, but I think that you can of course develop by yourself and on your own and find your way forward. But also, surround yourself by people who have done the work or who, have been doing it for a long time or who are experts within the field, study from them, learn from them, and it's not about being a carbon copy and taking from them, but it's, it's cultivating and developing your own craft, in whatever format that is. But I specifically talk about, within the psychic world because, sitting in colleges and learning from people really helps me to understand what is true and what is not true. Reading lots of spiritual texts and spiritual books, the people who were kind of at the forefront of spiritual teaching in the modern day. Your Eckhart Tolles and your Deepak Chopras, your Wayne Dyers, Louise Hayes, all of those people and the people that I was taking in. Now, and obviously, you can look at different religions, Buddhism and Christianity, go into the spiritual world. And then I think, my nose is running. Is it? It is a little bit, yeah. The rains have come. But yeah, so I think it's super important to, I just want to make sure I've got no crap in my face. Yeah, there we go. And hello to my big nose piercing. It's super important for training. Get good at what it is that you do so that you have the ability to step up to the plate and give somebody, really good evidence, information, so that it's not airy-fairy, wishy-washy spiritual shit, To get good at what you do, you need to put the hours in, you need to put the work in. Sorry, that's the way it is, I think that that's super important. I do development spaces for people. I do psychic schools. I do courses for tarot, for mediumship, meditation, whatever it is that you feel that you need. So that's it. I'm going to keep this space short and sweet for the day. If you want me, you can get me. Very easy to connect to me in whatever format. If you want to give for these videos, you can. It's PayPal at Kyle Treslove. I'll try not to be snotty. What can you do? And what's the other thing that I will say? Podcast. So I will be doing the 5th episode of the podcast soon. It's going to be about time. The last one was about enlightenment and the enlightenment trap. It's definitely worth a watch. It's Tower Talks on, or a listen. It's Tower Talks on Spotify. So that's it. That's me for the day. I'm going to go sort out my life. Remember that all is good, all is God, all is love. Until we connect again soon in a bit.